Good afternoon, everybody. Today is December 3rd, 2025. Today our lecture is Visuddhimagga Para Purification, Panya-Nidesa, about the wisdom, Part-19. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha saying Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. So today we continue learning about the Thinkhara Khanda. Sankhara Khanda is a mental formation aggregate. So as you know, the mental formation aggregate working together with the various kind of mental fetters, Chitasika. So today we learn that Chitasika is a chanda. So Pali studying like this, Chandodi, Katu Kama Tayidam. So Chandodi Chana meaning is Katu Kama Tayidam, Katu Kama Taya Idam. So we have to separate two words like this. Katu Kamya Taya, Katu Kama Taya Idam. So Idam is together with the Chandodi. Chandodi Idam. Chando, what we call in Pali, that manda formation is Katu Kamata. Katu Kamata, yeah. Katu Kamata, yeah, is Katu Kama. Katu is a to do. Katu meaning is a to do. Kamata, yeah, is which to do. That's why we call chanda, we say which. We translate the chanda is which to do. Which to do something is we call chanda. Adivachana, that's the Adivachana means the name. The name of the something which to do, the name of that mental formation or natural phenomena is we call chando in Pali. Chanda is which something to do. Maybe wholesome, maybe unwholesome. It's working to, both sides, good or bad, whatever. Tasma, therefore, so that chanda, that which to do something is Katu Kamya Ta Lakhano Chando. Chando is a so chando. So chando, that which is the characteristic Katu Kamyata. Katu Kamyata, which to do. Which to do is characteristic for chanda. So when we watching the chanda, chanda has no color, no shape, but we can understand that chanda natural phenomena is characteristic is which to do something. Katu kamata. Katu kamata, which to do something. This is a chanda. We can understand. We can recognize that natural phenomena is chanda. Okay, and then aramana, pariyesana, raso. Rasa is a function. The function for the chanda is aramana pariyesana. Aramana is the object. Object is there's various kind of object, 6 kind of object. You know, the visible object, sound, smell, taste, touch, and then various kind of dharma thinking. So 6 kind of object. Priyesana is searching for various kind of object. Is the function of chanda. The function of chanda, the natural phenomena, is searching for various kind of object. Okay, and then aramanena, athikata pichupatthano. Aramanena with the object. Aramanena with the object. Athikata athikata. Athikata is a want. Athikata is a want. Wanting with the object. Pichupatthano is a manifestation. So manifestation for the chanda, natural phenomena, is wanting with the object. So when we practice meditation, we can understand chanda is wanting the object. That's why sometimes we use Buddha use chanda is a karmic chanda. That chanda is working with the lobha, very greedy situation at the time. That chanda is searching the aramana in the very greedy way. This is an unwholesome way. But wholesome way, sometimes if you want to do wholesome thing, kusala at the time, the chanda is searching the aramana object. The object is a kusala object, to do wholesome. So like this, here the meditator understanding in that way. Here Bali athikata. Aramanena athikata. With the object, want. And the devasa, padatana. The devasa, the deva asa. The devasa is the deva plus asa. The deva plus asa. The deva is the desire, that wanting object, the various kind of 6 object what the person want. The deva means a dang eva. Just that object only what the person want to do. Asa for the chanda, Abhidhamma, proximate cause. So proximate cause is the object. The object is just a proximate cause for arising the chanda, natural phenomena. Without object, chanda cannot walking, cannot arising, cannot arise. That's why in the here Pali saying the devasa Abhidhamma. Asa for the chanda, the deva, the various kind of object is Abhidhamma, proximate cause, very close cause. And then Aramane Kahani. Ayan. Chidaso. Ayan is that chanda, natural phenomena is, Ayan is referred to the chanda. Natural phenomena is Aramane Kahani. Aramna is the object, Kahana is a taking the object. Taking the object or holding the object. Chidaso. Chidaso is a mind or consciousness. Chida is a mind or consciousness. You know, Chida, Mana, Pali is a various kind, various what, but same meaning, mind or consciousness. So Chidaso of the mind, of the consciousness, Hatha Pasaranang Viya. Viya is a like. Hatha is a hand. Pasarana is stretching. The stretching the hand. So the meaning is, you know, the person who want to take something, so that person hand stretching toward the object, isn't it? So Buddha give the example like this. Chanda is like a hand for our mind. Our mind is want something to do. At the time, chanda is you know, stretching to the object, like a hand stretching to the object to take it something. Yeah. So Buddha gave that kind of example to understand the kind of physical and mental very similar phenomena like this. So that all you should understand. You should know. You should be known the chanda is like this. Tatabo. So the Pali English translations, the chando, the zeal or wish or desire is a term for the desire to do, want to do, which to do. So that the zeal has a characteristic of the desire to do, to act. Its function is scanning for an object or searching for an object. It is manifested as a need for an object. So that same object is a proximate cause. It should be regarded as a standing or stretching of the mother hand in the apprehending of an object. Holding or taking of the object like this. Okay, And then we go to the next one. The next one, phenomenal, natural phenomenal for the Abhidhamma. For our mind, the Abhidhamma also important for our mind. So Abhidhamma meaning is here Pali explaining Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma meaning is make a resolution, act of the resolving. The act of the resolving is Abhidhamma. We call Abhidhamma resolution, or make a decision. Make a decision something in the object, what we get. So Abhidhamma make a decision. That's why Bali saying Abhidhamma. Just make a decision in the object in our daily life. So Abhidhamma is in our daily life. Abhidhamma is a very busy mental phenomena. When we get the object, so we make a decision with the Abhidhamma. So that Abhidhamma, that decision or that resolution is Sandhana Lakkhana. Sandhana. Sandhana Lakkhana. Lakkhana is a characteristic. Sandhana is a make a final decision. Sandhana. Make a final decision. That kind of characteristic is for Abhidhamma. And then Asansapana raso. Asansapana. Asansapana raso. Rasa is a function. The function for the Abhidhamma is asansapana. Is a not. Sansapana is moving, not moving. The make a decision means not moving to the other situation, isn't it? You make decision, or I will go there. When you make that kind of decision, you never change that decision, because you already make a decision to go there. So that situation here, Bali is asansapana. Not moving, not changing, because I make a decision very strongly at the time. The meaning. And then Nachaya Vichupatana. Nachaya Vichupatana. Nachaya. Vichupatana is a manifestation. Manifestation for the Abhidhamma is Nachaya. Nachaya meaning is like a decision maker, like a decision maker. Abhidhamma is like a decision maker who make a decision, like this. The meditator understand, or Abhidhamma is like make a decision maker. Nichaya. Okay. And then Sanitya Dhamma Vidatthana. Pratana is a proximate cause. The proximate cause for the demokha is Sannitheya Dhamma. Sannitheya is the make should we make a resolution. Dhamma is here. Dhamma is Aramana, object. So the object, which is which is the should be make resolution. That object is proximate cause for the adhimokha. So to arise the adhimokha, that object is very important. Without object, to make a decision, we cannot make any kind of decision without object. So the meaning here. So Dhamma here is object. So that Dhamma, that object is, should we make a resolution? That is a proximate cause for the adhimokha. And then Buddha give the example to understand the adhimokha, and with the example is aramane in the object. Nechala bhavena. Nechala is a chala is a shaking, ni is a no shaking. Bhava is happening. So no shaking nature. No shaking nature means here give example inda kilo viya. Viya is a like. Inda kilo is a post or pole. The post or pole. So gate post, when you make a gate, at that time the gate pole is very strongly. You need to put in the ground, isn't it? Because the gate is open and closed many times. So gate door pole should be very strong, no shaking, very strong, like this. Adhimokha is like this. No shaking nature, like a post. Tatabo. You should be known like this. Okay, so the Dimokha, the Pali here English translation is the act of the resolution. Resolving is a resolution. It has a characteristic of the conviction. Its function is not to grow. It's manifested as decisiveness. Its proximate cause is the thing or object to do, to be convinced about. And it should be regarded as like a boundary post very strongly in the ground, owing to its immovable, cannot move with respect to the object. So this is the nature of adhimokha. We have to understand. Okay, and then we go to the next mental feathers, mental phenomena for the Sankhara Khanda, mental formation aggregate is manasikara. Manasikara, attention. We translate attention. So kiriyaya karo. Kiriya is make a kind of the object, make something the object. Kiriya meaning is make something an object. That is we call karo. Kara manasikara is a Buddha separately explained. Kara is his first explain. Manasi is a later explain. So combined together, manasikaro like this. So that's why kiriya karo. Kara meaning here manasikara. Kara meaning is doing something, an object. Kiriya doing something, an object is karo. And then manami. Mana. Mana is a mind. Manami is in the mind. In the mind, karo. Karo is a make something an object. Is manasikaro. So manasikara means that's why I translate attention. Because in the mind, manasikara is make something with the object. So the meaning is the mind, the manasikara is bring the mind to the object. Making like this, that's why that natural phenomena is we call in Pali manasikaro. The meaning. Manamikaro, manasikaro. So here explaining more. Purima manado. Purima is a previous. Purima manado is a mind. Mana is a mind. No, mana here, mana is the light containing consciousness. Bhonga chitta. Mana, mind meaning is a consciousness is here, not the other consciousness. Here, Purima Manato meaning is the previous light containing consciousness. Purima Manato from the previous light containing consciousness. Visadisa Mana. Visadisa is a Sadisa is a say. We is a no, not say. Mana is a mind. Not saying like the light containing consciousness. We teach it the Bhanga Chitta. So the different consciousness here means Vitichitta. Vitichitta. So Visadisa Mana means a different the Vitichitta process of mind. Karoti EDP. Karoti EDP. Karoti make. EDP, because of the meaning, we can call manasikaro. Manasikaro is explained in the another meaning is previous light containing consciousness, Bhanga Chitta, different the witty chitta making. That's why that consciousness is here we call that manda phenomenon is we call manasikaro. So manasikara is make a mind, something meaning is a different kind of mind from the previous light containing consciousness to the new kind of different kind of vidichitta. That's why here Pali use manasi karo. We have to understand like this. Huh? And then swayam. Swayam is so ayam. So ayam meaning is that manasikara, mental feathers or mental phenomena is aramana patipadako. Aramana is object. Patipadako. Patipadaka is Patipadaka is kind of make controller. And then Viti Patipadako, or another one. Viti is the process of mind. Kusala Chavana Viti or Agusala Chavana Viti, wholesome or unwholesome, process of mind. Yeah. That kind of controller. So manasikara, that's why manasikara is very important to arise a wholesome consciousness, kusala chitta, or unwholesome consciousness, akusala chitta. The manasikara make. Manasikara make like a controller, the controller of the object or the controller of the processor. Mind, connected series. And then Chawana Patipadako. Another one. Chawana. Chawana is impartial consciousness. Kusala Chawana. Akusala Chawana. So 7 kind of kusala arising at the time, or 7 kind of akusala chitta arising at the time, because of manasikara make. Manasikara is a controller of the impassion chavana. So it is like this. Chavana badi barakoti. Barako iti. It is like this. Ti pakaro. Ti pakaro. Ti is 3. Pakara is the kind of version, 3 version. So manasikara is a 3 version. Aramana badi barako, controller of the object, So the meaning is, for example, if you watching the TV, you sit in front of TV and watching the TV's news or something like this, you watching at the time, you see the visible object in the TV and you hear the sound. At the time you eating something, so you taste and you sit on the cushion, so you have a touching. So various kind of objects, which one is come to you first? We don't know exactly, but that make manasikara is make. Which aramana, which objects come to you first? to know which object to know. It's depend on the, got the manasikara, controller of the object, that meaning. Yeah. And also another one, Vitipatipadako is what kind of the process of mind is arising? We don't know exactly, isn't it? We don't know exactly. When we get the object, that two person sitting, two person seeing something, the kind of, for example, the flower, two person see the flower same time, same flower. But these two person process of mind is not the same. It's depend on the manasikara. Yeah, that's why manasikara is, we can say another way is the controller of process of mind. Yeah. What kind of process of mind control is a manasikara? Yeah. It's depend on manasikara. Our process of mind is a kusala process of mind or akusala and wholesome process of mind. It's possible. Yeah. So that's why two person saw the flower, but these two person different process of mind arising because of that they have a different manasikara. So that's why manasikara is another Pali saying viti patipadako, the controller of the process of mind. And another name. Another name is a Javana Patipadako. So Manasikara is a Javana Patipadako. Javana is the Kusala Javana, impression, wholesome impression, or unwholesome impression arising. It's depend on the Manasikara, yeah. So that's why here Manasikara is, three different kind. Aramana Patipadaka or Viti Patipadaka or Javana Patipadaka. It is like this, deep bakaro, three passion. You have to understand three passion. This is a very important to understand, isn't it? In Abhidhamma, just we learn the attention, not exactly, not very detailed like this. But right now, you understand all manasikara is like this, three kind of version, three version for the object, for the process of mind, for the impression. So manasikara is like a controller. Manasikara is like a Buddha explained. Another example is like a rudder for the boat, So if you want to turn the right or left for the boat, you need rudder. Without rudder, you cannot turn your boat what you want. Like this. Nasikara is like this. Okay, so the Pali English translation is, it is a maker what is to be made. It is a maker in the mind, manamikaro. So this is a Pali manasikaro. We make a translation. It is attention. Attention manasikara means bringing to the mind. The meaning. So it's make a mind different from the previous life containing consciousness. Thus, it is attention. So it's a three-way doing. Three-way of doing is as a controller of the object, as a controller of the kinetic cities, as a controller of the impulsion. Aramana Padipadako, Viti Padipadako, and Javana Padipadako. Like this. So you have to understand in the three different kind of manasikara. So the manasikara is also very important manda feathers, very important manda formation aggregate sankhara khanda. Okay, and then we go to the next one. So the next one, not the next one. This one is also more explaining about the manasikara here. So Tatha, okay, Tatha in that three version, three kind of manasikara. Da is a refer. Da is a refer to the three kind or three version of the manasikara. Aramana Padipadako. Number one. Number one, Aramana Padipadako. The controller of the object is Manami in the mind. Karodi, make an object. Bringing the object. Bringing the object in the mind. This is a manasikara. This manasikara is we call Aramana Padipadako. So I already told you there are various kind of object. So when you watching the TV on the cushion at the time you eating something and you watching the TV, you saw the object and you hear the sound, but which one is come to you first? It's depend on your manasikara. Sometimes you sound is very attracted to you. Your manasikara is bringing the sound object to your mind first, like this. But mind is walking very fast. That's why we don't know. We think we get everything at the same time. all objects we get the same time. We think like this, but actually no. Actually no. Actually it's not, because of mind is so fast walking. That's why we think everything we know on the same moment. At the same moment, we know everything: the visible objects, sound, smell, taste, touching, and also thinking. What? But actually, not one after another. Actually, it's one after another, one by one. Because the mind take one object, the other objects cannot take it. But mind is very fast. That's why we think, or I know all object same time. So that's why the mind is the first step. The first step thing in the world is mind. Consciousness. Consciousness is the first step things in the world. Okay, and the soul that soul is refer to the manasikara. So that manasikara is sarana lakhano. Lakhana is a characteristic. So characteristic for that aramana padipadaka manasikara is sarana is sarana meaning is driving the object to your mind. Drive the object to your mind. Sarana. So drive the object to your mind. The kind of characteristic is Aramana Padipadaka Manasikara. And then Sambhyodana is the associated Dharma. Associated Dharma means the many manifestos working together with the Manasikara, isn't it? Like a Vidya, Sati, Lobha, Dosa, sometimes Akusala happen, working. Anyway, so Sambhyodana means generally saying the associated manifestos, various kind of associated manifesta, Sambhyodana, Aramane, in the object. Aramane in the object, Sanyojana raso. Rasa is a function. Sanyojana. Sanyojana is combine. All various kind of mental phenomena working together at the time, same object, in the same object, combined together. This is a manasikara. The function of manasikara. Okay, and then aramana bimukha bhava pichupatana. Pichupatana is a manifestation. So manifested is aramana bimukha bhava. Aramana bimukha is toward the object. Toward the object, happening toward that object, not to the other different object. So like that's why the Buddha say manasikara is like a steering, like a rudder for the boat. The rudder is to turn right or left, or your car is a steering. Steering is very important. When you want to turn right or turn left, you can control with the steering, isn't it? Like this. Manasikara is like this. Here, the Pali explaining Aramana Bimukha Bhava Pichupatana. The meaning. Okay. So manifestation is Manasikara make the Aramana toward the Aramana, happening toward the Aramana all the time. Happening or going toward the Aramana object at the time. We understand for the Manasikara. And then the last one, Aramana Badathano. Or Aramana object is a proximate cause for the Manasikara. Okay. And then Sankhara Khanda. Sankhara Khanda Pariyapano. Sankhara Khanda is a mental formation aggregate. We learning the aggregate. Sankhara Khanda. Mental formation aggregate Pariyapano is included in the mental formation aggregate Sankhara Khanda. So Manasikara is a mental formation aggregate Sankhara Khanda, including in the Sankhara Khanda. The meaning. Okay. And Aramana Patipadakatina. Aramana Patipadakatena, the controller of the object, because of that, Aramana Patipadakatena, controller of the object, because of that meaning, Sambayodhana is for the associated mental feathers, associated mental phenomenon, Sarativiya. This is the example what the Buddha gave. Sarati is a driver, like a driver who drive the car, nowadays car. At the Buddha time is a chariot, Sarati is the driver of the chariot, Sarati. So modern day we call Sarati is the driver of the cars. Similar. Tatabo should be understood. Okay. And then we teach Patipadako Pana. Pana continuously. Pana, the other different version, different kind of the Manasikara is Viti Patipadako. Viti Patipadaka Manasikara. Viti Patipadaka is the process of mind, the controller of the process of mind is Panchadwara Vachana Siddha. Oh. Panchadwara Vachana Sa Ida. Like this, separate. Panchadwara Vachana Sa Ida. So Viti Patipadako the Idam, Viti Patipadako like this, what we call that Manasikara is Panchadwara Vajjanasa. Panchadwara is a 5 door, Panchadwara. Avajjana is abiding. So 5 door abiding consciousness. Panchadwara Vajjanasa is the 5 door abiding consciousness. Ayaduka Chitta, we learn in Abhidhamma, in the ruleless mind. 5 door abiding consciousness, Panchadwara Vajjana Chitta. So that here the mind, he mentioned Bali, mentioned Panchadwara Vajjanasa. So Panchadwara Vajjana consciousness, for the Panchadwara Vajjana consciousness, Adivachana name. Adivachana is a name. So Viti Patipadaka Manasikara is not actually Manasikara. Not actually Manasikara. This is a kind of consciousness. Panchadwara Vajjana Chitta. 5 door abiding consciousness. Panchadwara Vajjana Chitta. The name of Panchadwara Vajjana Chitta here is we call Viti Patipadako Manasikaro. So second kind of Manasikara is not really Manasikara Chittasika, Mandafedas, not Mandafedas. This is a Chitta, mind, consciousness. Okay? So that consciousness name is here Pali mentioned, Panchadwara Vajjanasa Adivachana. The name of 5 door abiding consciousness. Okay? And then another one. Another one is Chawana Patipadakoti. Manodwara Vajjana Siddham. Manodwara Vajjana Siddham is divided. Manodwara Vajjana Sa Idam. Okay? So Idam Edan is together with the Javana Pati Padako, the Edan. So Javana Pati Padako, like this, the Manasikara is Manodara Vachanasa, mind or abiding consciousness. For the mind or abiding consciousness, Manodara Vachanasa, Adivachana name. So the meaning is Javanapati Badaka Manasikara is not manifest, it's a name of the consciousness, mind or abiding consciousness. Manodara Vajana Chitta. Okay? Manodara Vajana Chitta. So here Pali explained three kind of Manasikara, but only first one, Manasikara, is manifest, but the other two kind, Vitipati Badaga Manasikara and Javanapati Badaga Manasikara, is not manifest. They are mind. They are consciousness. Panchadwara, Vajana, Chitta, five dual budding consciousness, and Manodwara, Vajana, Chitta, mind or abiding consciousness. Okay? So the another two kind is not really Manasika, not manifest consciousness. You have to understand. Okay? So not te, ida. Te, that these two, te means these two. These two means viti, patipadaka, manasikara, and Chavana, Patipadaka, Manasikara. These two kind of Manasikara are either, in this case, either here we explain about the Sankhara Khanda manifest. So Sankhara Khanda is a 50 kind of manifest, isn't it? So not consciousness. That's why not Advaita. Advaita is not, we don't need, we don't want these two. Not Advaita means we don't want these two kind here. Because here explaining about the manifestos, Sankhara Khanda, formation aggregate. That's why these two kind of Manasikara is we don't want. So here, only number one, Aramanapati Paraka Manasikara is here we need. Okay? So the Pali English translation here is like this. Here the controller of the object, Aramanapati Paraka, is the maker in the mind. Thus, it is attention. So that has a characteristic of contacting sarana, contacting with the object. Its function is to yoke or to combine associated manifestos to the object. It is manifested as a confrontation with the object. Its proximate cause is an object. So it should be regarded as a contactor, sarati, driver, contactor or driver of the associated mental state, mental phenomena by controlling the object. So if that being included in the mental formation aggregate, Sankhara Khanda, so number one is Sankhara Khanda. But another two, controller of the cognitive city, the Vitipati Bharaka Manasikara, is a term for the five dual abiding consciousness. And then the last version, the last kind is a controller of the impassion. Chavana Patipadaka Manasikara is a term for mind or abiding consciousness. So that's why these last two are not included here, because here we explain talking about the manda formation aggregate Sankara Khanda, not Vijnana Khanda. So that's why we don't need to take the last two. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next one, next aramana. Next the Sankhara Khanda is Tattara Michatata. Tattara Michatata also very important. When you practice meditation, Tattara Michatata is very, very important. So Tattara Michatata is what is here Bali explaining Tesu Dhammesu. Tesu is those, Dhammesu is a Dharma. Dharma meaning is associated mental state. Associated mental state meaning is a Chitasika, mental feathers, and consciousness. So here Tesu Dhammesu, in those associated mental state, Mijatata. Mijatata is in the middle way. In the middle or in the natural neutrality. Or equanimity. That's why we call Tatra Mijatata is translated as equanimity. Sa, the Tatra Mijatata is, Sa is referred to the Tatra Mijatata. Sa, that Tatra Mijatata is Chitta Chittasikana. Chitta is consciousness. Chittasika is a manifestus. Consciousness and manifestus. Chitta Chittasikana for the consciousness and manifestus. Samawahita Lakhana. Sama, Sama, Wahida. Lakhana is a characteristic. The characteristic of the Tatra Mijatata equanimity is Sama Wahida is. Sama is equally. Wahida is make a bringing equally. Bringing equally means many manifestors working together at that time. For example, the wisdom, panya, and sada, confidence, viriya, effort, and samadhi concentration, or many. For example, when you practice meditation, these four manifestors very important. So at that time, Tatra Mijatata make these four manifestors working equally. So bringing like this, equally bringing meaning is like this. Not too much effort, not too much concentration, not too low the concentration, not too low the effort, like this. And yet, like so, equal meaning is like this: balance, and adjust. Adjust. Yeah, adjustment is very important. Not too low and not too high. That characteristic is for Tatra Mejadata, equanimity. That's why we translate Tatra Mejadata as equanimity, make it equal, balance, adjust situation for all manifestors to do their function equally, not too low, not too high. Okay, and then Unadika, Tani, Varana, Rasa. Unadika Nivarana. Unadika Nivarana Rasa. Una is a legs. Unadika is una adhika. Adhika is more. Less or more unadika. Less una. Adhika is a more. Less or more. Kata is a making. Nivarana is a block. So blocking less or more. Doing less or more. Yeah. The associated manifestors, various kind of associated manifestors, not less and not more doing. The make a equal and make a adjustment is Tatra Mejadata function is like this. See, that's why Tatra Mejadata is very important when you practice a meditation. Yeah, your mind need Tatra Mejadata. The more Tatra Mejadata powerful, the more your mind is balanced. Huh? Yeah. So balance is very important. Okay, and then Pakapatu Pachidana Rasawa. Or wa, the other way is the other way is Pakapatu Pachidana Rasa. Rasa is a function. So the other way function or for the Tatra Mejadata is Pakha Patu Pachedana. Pakha Patu is a Pakha is a onto Pakha is a group, different group. Patu is working with a different group. Pacheda is a cut. So that meaning is the our mind not balanced at the time. Our mind is Pakha is two kind of Pakha, good and bad, good and evil. Which which group going. So that Tatra Mejadata don't give to go these two just in the middle, just in the middle. That means yeah. Pakabadu Pichedana Rasa. Okay, and then Mijada Bhava Vichupatana. Vichupatana is a manifestation. So manifestation for the Tatra Mijadata equanimity is Mijada Bhava. Yeah, Mijada is middle way happening in the middle way. Middle way means not go to extreme. Extreme is very dangerous. Extreme, nowadays in the every country they are very cautious about the extremism. Extremism is a very very dangerous situation. In the political extremism, in the religious extremism, yeah, various kind. Yeah, that extremism very dangerous for our society. Like this, in your mind, in your mind also. The extreme go to extreme is dangerous for your mind. So the Tatra Mijadada, the equanimity make in the middle way, not go to the extreme. Happening in the middle way, never ever go to extreme, too extreme. That meaning here. Pali explain Mijada Bhava Pichu Patana. Okay, and then Chitta Chisasikana. Oh, Chitta consciousness, Chisasika manifests. So Chitta Chisasikana for the consciousness and manifests. Ijupikana Bhavena. Ijupikana Bhavena. Ijupakana is the Ijupakana is a kind of neutrality, neutral. Bhava is happening. Sammapavodana. Sammapavodana is equally happening. Equally happening means not less, not more, not less and not more, neither less nor more, just equal, just balance. Ajaniyana. Ajaniyana is kind of the horse. Kind of horse. Ajaniyana for the kind of horse. Ijupaka Ijupaka Sarativiya. Sarati is a driver. So driver or conductor, no need to do anything. Ijupakana means ignore because of the two horse is equally going. At that time, the driver or chariot, he doesn't need to do anything. So Buddha explained like this. So yeah, modern your car, sometimes your car, sometimes your car is not balanced when you're driving. Car is going on the right way, a left way, little bit. We call it thyroid. Thyroid is not balanced. At the time, your car is not good for controlling, isn't it? Thyroid, we call in part the English. That kind of machine like this. Yeah. So Buddha explained in the Buddha time is a chariot driver is like this. Two horses equally running. So chariot driver no need to do anything. Just riding, riding the chariot. So like this, Tatra Majadada, equanimity is balanced at the time our mind is so peace and calm, no extreme, not never going to extreme, and in the middle, no dangerous anyway. So that situation make Tatra Majadada. That's why Tatra Majadada is we translate equanimity. Okay. So the Pali English translation is specific naturality. Naturality is in the naturality tatra michadada equanimity in regard to those states of the consciousness and manifests arising in association. It has a characteristic of conveying the consciousness and manifest evenly or equally. Its function is to prevent deficiency and exist. Less and more power of its function is to inhibit partiality. partiality. It is a manifested as a neutrality, should be regarded as like a contractor or driver who look with equanimity on a thresh and thoroughbred progressing two horse running evenly. At that time, no need to do anything for the driver. This should be understood like this. Okay. Okay, so we go to the another manifestors explaining here. Karuna mudita cha. Cha continuously explaining Karuna mudita. Karuna and mudita. Karuna is compassion. Mudita is appreciated joy. So these two manifestors are also important in our society. Without compassion, without appreciated joy, our society is not good. So compassion and the appreciated joy is very important. So these two manifestors, the Buddha explained in the Abhidhamma, our mental phenomena, mental formation, sankhara khanda. So karuna mudita, the compassion and appreciated joy are Brahma Vihara Nidesi. Brahma Vihara. Brahma Vihara is the higher the Bina boat. The Bina boat. Nidesa is detail explaining. Hodaniwa already explaining way. Naya is a way. Buddha Nayiniwa. Hota Nayiniwa. Hota already explained. Naya is a way. Already explaining way. Vedava should be understood. So here no need to explain again because of these two, Karuna and Mudita is a Brahmavihara, the abiding the meditation. Brahmavihara, the meditation we explain in the concentration samadhi, how to make the concentration at the time, that meditation technique already explained. So that's why here Pali just refer to that. And then Kevalanyi, Kevalanyi, he especially the different things here explained. Kevalan actually, Kevalan here is actually Ta, and Ta is those two these two, Karuna and Mudita, guys refer to the Karuna and Mudita, compassion and appreciated joy. Appana patta. Appana patta. Appana is the appana is absorption. Appana. So concentration power is we have the absorption stage and preliminary stage and the access stage. So three kind of level. Here apana is absorption level. Pada is a reach. Reach the absorption level. Rupavachara. When your concentration level is absorption level, if you reach that level, is we call Rupavachara, 5 material sphere. 5 material sphere consciousness. So they are working with the 5 material consciousness through Rupavachara Chitta at the time. So compassion, appreciated joy is like this. You have to understand. General compassion, general appreciated joy is just Kamavachara. But more higher level of the concentration power, we call here apana, absorption level, when you reach at the time, Rupavachara Chitta, jhana, jhana level. Okay, and then ima, those ima is those karuna and mudita, kamavacharadi. Kamavachara like this. Kamavacharadi meaning kamavachara iti. Kamavachara is a sing-sphere consciousness. Iti like the ayameva. Rupavachara and then Kamavachara, the different, we say so, the different is. So, Karuna Mudita, compassion and appreciated joy is a 2 different level, 2 different kind. One kind is Rupavachara, jhana, absorption level, and then just Kamavachara, sing-sphere level. So compassion is a compassion also 2 level, jhana level and sing-sphere level, and mudita, appreciated joy also, say. Okay? So, Kechi Pana. Kechi is the some teacher. Kechipana, some teacher are Mitupikayopi. Mitupika is a Mida and Ubika. Mida and Ubika also. Mitupikayopi. Mida is loving kindness. Ubika is equanimity or neutral. So Mitupikayopi, the loving kindness and the equanimity also aniyat desu. Aniyata. Aniyata is not constant the manifestors. HND they want. I is a not. Niyata is the constant. So not constant manifestors. Some teacher, HND, they want. Then that teacher talking is Nagahidava should not take because this is not right. That teacher view is should not take. Then that teacher view is Nagahidava should not take. Atado he is here because of the reason atado is in the meaning atado according to the meaning adosa yewa just non hate just non hate only metta loving kindness. And then Tatara Mijatu Pikayewa, just equanimity upeka only. Upeka here we say upeka. Here upeka is equanimity upeka, not just neutral. Because of make a balance. So that's why, the some teacher view is should not take. This is a very important to understand. Okay. So the Pali here, English translation is a compassion and appreciated joy should be understood as a given in the description of the divine abode, the meditation, Brahmavihara Bhavana, except that those of the five material sphere, Rupavachara, and have attained to the absorption jhana level. Why these of the sixth sphere? So this is a two different level, sixth sphere level and five material level. Five material level is jhana level, and the sixth sphere is a general level. So our concentration level is like this. Different situation, different level. So sixth sphere level is just compassion and just appreciated joy. But another level is with the two higher level concentration. We're working with the higher level concentration at the time. Compassion is more higher level. So five material Rupavachara jhana level. And then the appreciated joy also. So this is the only difference here you have to understand. So some teacher, however, want to include among the inconstant both loving kindness and equanimity, but that should not be accepted for what their view as to meaning. No hate is said is a loving kindness, and specific neutrality is equanimity, like this. When they explain, yeah, that view should not be taken as a correct. This is a very important to understand properly karuna and mudita. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next one. The next one is vidati. Vidati abstinent. So we learn Abhidhamma three kind of vidati, So here Pali explaining why we say Viradi is what the meaning here. Kaya ducharita do. Kaya. Kaya is a bodily. Ducharita is a wrongdoing. Kaya ducharita. Bodily wrongdoing. From the bodily wrongdoing, bodily misconduct. Kaya ducharita do. Virati. Virati is abstinence. Abstinence from the bodily wrongdoing is we call kaya ducharita virati. In the Eightfold Noble Path, we say Eightfold Noble Path is Samma Kamanda, isn't it? Right doing. Samma Kamanda. Samma Kamanda is kind of the abstinence from the bodily wrongdoing. Kaya ducharita virati is say. Here Bali Kaya ducharita virati. In the Eightfold Noble Path, Buddha say the Samma Kamanda. You have to understand these two Pali is the same meaning. And then Esa Nayo Se Sa Subi. Se Sa Subi is the remaining another two abstinence. So the another two abstinence is Vachi Samawacha in the Eightfold Noble Path. Samawacha. So here is a Vachi Ducharita Virati, isn't it? Vachi Ducharita Virati is a verbally abstinence from the verbally misconduct. Abstinence from the verbally misconduct is a Vachi Ducharita Virati in the Eightfold Noble Path. Sama Vacha, right speech. Yeah. And another one is Samma Ajiva, isn't it? Right livelihood in the Eightfold Noble Path. Here is a Mano Ducharita Virati. Abstinence from the mandali misconduct. Mano Ducharita. Mandali misconduct. So here, not mentioned, but you have to understand. So same way meaning is like this. Esiwa Nayo, same way meaning is like this. Vachi Ducharita Virati. Mano Ducharita Virati. Abstaining from the verbally misconduct, Vajiducharita Virati. Abstinence from the mentally misconduct. So there is a Mano Ducharita Virati. Okay. Lakkhana Dito Paneda. Paneda is a Pana Eda. Okay. Paneda is a Pana plus Eda. Pana continuously explaining either these these abstinence, either is referred to the three kind of abstinence. Abstinence virati. Three virati is kaya, vachi, mano. Lakkhana dito, lakkhana, etc., etc. Lakkhana dito. Tesobi is a three. And this one is a translate first. Tesobi three also the Eda, those abstinent with a D are Kaya Ducharita D. Kaya Ducharita, the bodily misconduct, etc., etc. Vittuna. Vittu is the things. Vittu is things or Vittu is a fee, cannot fee. The foundation or Vittu is a kind of foundation or kind of things or Pali money translation and different kind of translation. Vittu is of sometimes foundation, sometimes fee, sometimes base. Chakravittu is an eye base. Sodavittu is a ear base like this. Here is the base for arising the Kaya Ducharita, bodily wrongdoing, the base or foundation for the Vajidocarita, bodily wrong talking, and Manoducharita, mentally wrong doing. Those kind, the foundation is here with two. Are we Avidekama Lakana? Avidekama Lakana is is not. Videkama is commit, not commit, not transgress, not commit or not transgress. Transgression is characteristic for those three Vidati. That's why we translate the abstinence. Abstinence meaning is avidekama, not non-transgression or non-commit. And then amadana lakhanadi. Amadana lakhana is not treading, not stepping. It is like this. Walk down hodi. We can talk. We can talk about the characteristic of the vidati abstinence. So characteristic abstinence is like this. And then Kaya Docharita di Vitudo. Kaya Docharita di Vitudo, the bodily misconduct, etc., the foundation or the Kaya, the bodily misconduct, etc., Sankochana rasa. Sankochana. Sankochana is how we said. Sankochana is draw back. Sankochana, take back. The function is a take back from the wrongdoing, etc., etc. The meaning. Okay. And then Akiriya Pichupattana. Akiriya is not doing the bodily wrong, misconduct, verbally misconduct, and mentally misconduct, not doing. This is a manifestation for the abstinence. Manifestation for the abstinence is a not doing bodily misconduct, verbally misconduct, and mentally misconduct. Okay? And then Saddha Hirotapa. Hiri Otapa. Together combine Hirotapa. hiri ottappa. Sada hiri ottappa apicchata apicchata adi. Apicchata adi guna Abhidhamma. Oh, Abhidhamma is a proximate cause. So proximate cause for the abstinence are sada, confidence, hiri, shame, ottappa, fear. Apicca is not too much greedy, apicca, etc. The quality guna. So this quality is a proximate cause for the abstinence. Without this quality, you cannot make abstinence from the wrong bodily misconduct, bodily misconduct. You cannot make it. So you need sada, confidence. You need hiri, shameful and evil. You need ottappa. Ottappa is you need fear in the evil. And abhicchata is you just one few, not very greedy. In that ways, and these quality is proximate cause to arise the abstinence. The meaning. Okay, and then Papa Kiriyato. Papa is evil. Kiriyato is doing the evil. From the doing the evil, Papa Kiriyato, Chittasa. Chittasa is for the mind, consciousness. Vimukha. Oh. Bhava. Buddha. Vimukha is the I'll translate like this. Vimukha is not face. Happening no face. Vimukha Bhava Buddha. Yeah. It is like this, Tatthava should be understood. So evil, doing the evil, mind is a not face. Not face with the evil, doing the evil. Papa Kiriyato. So that is, you should understand the nature of the abstinence, three kind of abstinence. Virati, Samma Kammanta, Samma Vacha, Samma Achiva. Okay, so here the Pali English translation is abstinence from the bodily misconduct, the compound, the kaya duccharita virati, resolved as a kaya duccharita to virati. So also with the other two is the same. But as a regard the characteristic, etc., these three virati, the abstinence have the characteristic of the non-transgression in the respective fee or the bodily conduct, etc. They have the characteristic of the not trading. There is what is said. Their function is to draw back from the fee or the bodily misconduct and so on. So they are manifested as a not doing all these evil things. Their proximate cause are the special quality of the confidence, sada, conscience, the hiri, shame, ottappa, conscience and shame, hiri, shame, and the fullness of the witches, and etc. So that these special quality is require to arise the abstinence. So it should be regarded as a mind's averseness from evil doing. This is a vidati, what we call in Pali. So vidati is we have the mainly three: Samma Kamanda, right doing; Samma Vacha, right speech; and Samma Ajiva, right livelihood. So these three abstinence is very important, because to abstain from the evil is without these three abstinence it's not possible. So that's why the Buddha explained those matter phenomena is matter formation aggregate sankhara khanda. Okay, so those sankhara khanda, whether the abstinence is also important if you want to free from evil, if you stay away from the evil doings. These three abstinence are very important. Okay, so today I would like to stop here today. Okay, so before stop the lecture, we wish Buddha teaching lasts and longer in the universe. The more Buddha teaching lasts longer, the more we can get the benefit from the Buddha teaching. So please say Buddha Sasanam Chirandidatu in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasanam Chirandidatu. Buddha Sasanam Chirandidatu. Buddha Sasanam Chirandidatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idame punya asavakayam wan hodu. Idame punya nibbanasa pachayo hotu. Idame punya megapala jnanasa pachayo hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching. See you next week. Have a good day. Bye-bye.